baseball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Denver, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed.
Yeah, seeing where the Nuggets are, many of us experts earmark them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. They've got Tim Hardaway. Johnson is out there with MP. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. And for Atlanta, Risache at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's a Kongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Risache. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Jay. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Outside Risache. Kongwu, a screen on MP. And Risache gets it to go.
Nice play by Risache, using that screen to perfection.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. MP, the pass to Murray. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
The setup from Murray is key there. He's looking for the best shot, whether it's for himself or a teammate.
And Stan, after last season, Jokic was 1. Asked if they had enough to win the title, he said they didn't.
Well, B.A., the challenge is improving this roster, and it's not easy to do with today's salary restraints, but they understand it's absolutely necessary.
Now here's MP, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
Great instincts from MP. He's shown great potential as a passer in his young career.
Here's Daniels, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Young against Murray. Pass to Risache. The 3 on target from range. Risache's got 5.
And you see how dangerous Risache can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Here's Jokic. Johnson for 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Guys?"
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. So it's Denver now, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Here's Jokic, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Daniels finds Young. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Daniels, that one's true.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Rizachet up top. Right side, Young. Back to Rizachet. Launches it. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
On the court for the Nuggets. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Nikola Jokic is out there with Ignaji, and it's Jay in at the 3 slot.
Rizachet is just pouring it in on offense. He's found a rhythm and is determined to keep it going.
Outside Brown. Back to MP. Jokic's screen. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Okongwu. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Rizachet. Brown grabs the board.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
MP, the pass to Naji. MP inside. Covered by Daniels. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Extra effort goes the way of MP for the score.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Daniels outside. Here's Gay. Yet to see a basket. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Puts the move on. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Rizachet. Rebound by the Nuggets. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Rizachet following the score by Denver. Pass to Daniels. Outside Young. The 3 is up. That is Trae's shot. The 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
On the wing, MP. Rizachet covering. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. There's the 3. The shot won't fall. Tie game in Atlanta. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
44.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
That was pretty good, Shaq. You might have a future in retail.
Shaq.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the...
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Daniels and Rizachet out on the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. The Hawks leading. Outside Johnson. Okongwu inside. Johnson on him. Okongwu, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Young from long range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jokic up top. Outside Johnson. MP up top. Rebound Atlanta. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Young from long range. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate.
Again, MP missing.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
Well, when Jokic gets it low, he's so hard to dislodge. You can bump him all you want, but it's usually no use.
Outside Rizachet. There's Daniels. He buries it from 3. Daniels has got 6.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Murray finds Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Denver moving it around. Jay. Johnson for 3. No rebound by Atlanta. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage.
Fires the 3. And MP with a basket on the assist by Johnson. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for the Hawks. Alexander Walker comes in for Young, and Denver will go for a different look here. Watson, he's checked in for Johnson. Strawther comes in for MP. Brown, he's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Christian Brown in for Murray. Daniels outside. Back to Rizachet. Johnson for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Brown. Over to the wing. To the middle. That falls. Nice feed. Making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson, and it's Young in for Alexander Walker. And Denver will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Watson. MP comes in for Strawther. Hardaway's checked in for Brown, and Murray subbed in for Brown. Outside Rizachet, pass to Young, fires for 3. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
On the court for Denver, Nikola Jokic is out there with Johnson. Then it's MP, then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Murray in at the point guard. Now Young. Daniels outside. They set a pick. Here's Young. Uncovered. Rebounded by MP.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
He got it.
Oh, you love to go to Murray in these moments. And he wants the ball.
The Hawks have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Murray against Young. Ooh, it doesn't go.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Oh! A big finish right there!
Oh, my gosh, that was on another level.
What a bucket for MP. He's so hungry. To own these big moments.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Atlanta making a change here. Johnson's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Shot's no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Outside Hardaway. MP looking around. Plenty of space. And that's in.
Well, that's the guy you want with the ball. MP was ready, and he delivered.
Young with it. Checked by Murray. Here's Daniels. On the wing, Risache. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. MP drives in. Yes, using that window.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Can't get it to go. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hardaway on the wing, covered by Daniels. Jokic with a screen on Daniels. Yes, sir! Jalen Johnson. MP. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
MP.
And so it's Denver with the W. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce.
Coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. You'll be joined by Ali. Let's see the stat sheet here for LaMelo Ball.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Cameron Johnson is out there with Jokic. And it's MP in at the small forward. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
Clock at 6. Jay misses. The Hornets on offense and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. Back to Ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Kept alive. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Raptors.
Well, MP not going to waste a transition opportunity.
Here's Ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Connaughton. Ball feeling it out a bit. Lets it fly. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Screen by MP. There's the steal. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Back to MP. Misses the 3. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, the worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach told me Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Ball finds Plumlee, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
on the wing, MP. He's defended by Connaughton. Jokic with the bucket.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Back to Ball. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, drills it from outside.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Knuckles check. MP outside. MP going right to the rim.
That's exactly what you want to see from MP at this stage of his career. Get to the rim and leave no doubt.
Hornets leading by 8. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Huddling out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Knuckle in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. No good from outside.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
MP left side. Jokic fighting through contact.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Miller outside. Pass to Connaughton. Hardaway against Miller. Deep 2 from Ball. And it's Denver with the rebound. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
And talking to Con Knuckle, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. At the crossover, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Connaughton against MP. 6 to shoot. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
It's good from long range.
The catch and shoot is exactly what you're looking for. Cam Johnson, one of the best shooters in the league.
Out left to the wing. And the wide open shot from Connaughton. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jay, the pass to Brown. Outside Hardaway. And it's Jokic in the corner. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
At Connaughton has been on display for the Charlotte Hornets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet paper now out of my head. Chasing guys off the arc will be the first.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
You watch.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game. Great performance by Pat Connaughton.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
So on the floor for Denver. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Jay out there with Johnson. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
Oh, Brandon Miller with the pretty feed.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. MP outside. And Bridges with the block. Pass to Connaughton. Now here is Miller. Inside. Bridges kicks to Connaughton. Hole with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead. Here's Jay. MP powers through the contact inside.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you, Kevin.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Bridges kicks the ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Connaughton with the screen on Brown. Shots good by Miller.
Boy, how fluid and confident is Brandon Miller shooting the basketball.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Connaughton against MP. Shot from free throw range. Murray the pass to MP. Johnson with a screen on Connaughton. MP no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got 13.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
MP looking around. Murray dishes to MP. Pass to Jokic. 5 on the clock. MP outside, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Hornets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Christian Brown. Here's Plumlee, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. He has 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Jay and the dunk by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Dinwiddie wide open. Offline with his 3.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
MP kicks to Jokic. Connaughton with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
46 seconds left in the third. Murray the pass to Hardaway. MP outside. Here's Watson. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Jay's got 5 assists in the game. Bridges outside. Dinwiddie passes to Connaughton. Back to Dinwiddie. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got 4 points this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
So the wing on the left. Watson for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Shoots the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Charlotte in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the act.
Help me out.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're
for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Peyton Watson. And Jay subbed in for Brown. And a switcher also for Denver. Christian Brown's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And down it goes.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. And it's Connaughton in it with the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Jokic with the screen on Connaughton. Too easy inside from Jokic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Bridges. Now here's Connaughton. Shot clock at 5. Boom. Buries the deep ball.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And the basketball IQ of Jokic is off the charts. Terrific kick-out pass to the shooter there.
And they go to the intentional foul. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So it gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
When you step to the line spoken with confidence, and this young man delivers. Nicely done.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for two.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The drive by MP.
Absolutely fearless by MP. What a huge bucket.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
MP, the 3 goes down.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
At the line for Charlotte. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Boy, you love to see the calmness at the line. Didn't faze him at all. Big time spot, and he makes it easy.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Brown fires. Missed on the 3. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan.
and welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight doubles as a West quarterfinal in the NBA Cup. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at the Mavericks, not a bad place to be, holding on to that #2 spot.
You know, right now for the Nuggets, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
And now Dallas' starting group. Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. A pair of first overall picks of the front court. Flag and Davis. And it's Lively in at the 5. And for Denver, they've got Tim Hardaway. Johnson is out there with MP. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Well, this game has that extra juice tonight. 2 NBA Cup group winners going at it.
Yeah, these have been 2 of the best Cup teams in the West. This should be a fantastic game. A spot in the semifinals is on the line.
Here's Thompson. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Outside for Irving. This one for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Anytime Kyrie has a chance to make you pay from deep, he is going to do that.
MP left side. Jokic passes to Jay. Clock at 6. Back to Jokic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Derek Lively.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way. Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night. One of the all-time great shooters, Tim. Klay Thompson has put on some legendary shooting displays.
Well, B.A., he has a picture-perfect shooting stroke. And when he gets it going, it's almost like he can't miss no matter what the defense does to stop him.
It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Hardaway from outside. Rebound, Anthony Davis. And Davis has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Irving looking around. On the wing, Thompson. Drops in the 3. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
MP outside, pass to Murray. And here's Hardaway. MP outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Davis, the pass to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet can be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. MP, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Davis. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Lively against MP. Will it go? And he lays it in.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. And a nice finish on the layup. Irving's got 5 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Outside Murray. Screen by MP. Pulls up on the wing. Pass to Johnson. Now Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Dallas leading by 4. Here's Flag, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson passes to Hardaway. Denver moving it around. Here's Jay. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pass to Lively. And here is Irving, defended by Murray. From the arc. He drops it from range. Irving's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Now Johnson. Outside Murray. Back to Johnson. On the wing, MP. Pass to Jokic. Denver needs to get off a shot. Excellent D there from Lively. And so it's Dallas. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And Denver. Jokic comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and MP subbed in for Brown. And Dallas also making a switch. Irving's checked in for Marshall. Davis, the pass to Washington. Over MP. Again, the miss by Dallas. Nuggets trail by 12. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. MP is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Jokic in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Washington. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Russell against Murray. Outside Irving. Off the mark there with a 3.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
The Mavericks lead by 12. Outside Russell. Davis with a screen on Brown. Irving for 3. The rebound by Jay.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Screen by Watson. Jay, the pass to Watson. Outside Brown. Now here's MP. Brown finds MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Watson missing.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now here's Russell. Back to Gafford. Pass to Irving. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
He knocks down another from the mid-range. Irving has this shot down pat.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Kyrie Irving is becoming the sage veteran. He said, quote, "I used to think leadership is a lonely thing, and it's not. It's surrounding yourself with great-minded, great-hearted people, asking them to push you at times and picking them up when they're not able to be their best." PA?
Great perspective. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's MP. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. That one falls.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
58 seconds left to play in the half. Davis with a screen on Brown. Outside Irving. Outside Davis. Shot clock at 6. And it's Denver with a rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And for a young player like MP, it's all about establishing good habits. Get yourself into a routine. Those will help you have a long career.
Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Dallas Mavericks. Thanks for tuning in. Now,
and we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. And it's Irving in a point guard. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
And you look at Irving, he's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
And, Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Dallas with it. They've led by as many as 14. Thompson outside. Pass to Lively. Back to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Denver with a rebound. Here's MP. Lively grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 6. Thompson scanning the floor. Now here's Davis. Defended by Murray. Outside Irving. The three is up. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
Backing up that last three with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And it's clear Anthony Davis welcomes the challenge of leading as the team's best player.
And it's a role he occupied in New Orleans. Now the opportunity to play more at the 4 spot. He got what he wanted and is ready to take the weight.
Inside, Flagg. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, Flagg wasn't going to let that dunk chance pass him by.
Outside Murray. Back to MP. Muscling it home. MP.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 7. Pass to Flagg. Back to Irving. Lively with a screen on Murray. To the paint. Lively's shot is off. For Denver, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Great work by MP getting into the body of the defender and drawing the foul.
So for Dallas, Washington comes in for Anthony Davis, and Russell is subbed in for Thompson. Outside Irving. Lively with a screen on Hardaway. And it's Irving missing. Nuggets trail by 6. A foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Dallas, they love where they stand right now. First place. And of course the Nuggets, they're just one rung below them.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and they have not disappointed.
Dallas leading by 6. Russell, the pass to Lively. Back to Russell. Washington outside. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Washington's got 6 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to...
Whoa! Nice right there! Off.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Nikola Jokic. Completely new group here for the Nuggets. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. MP finds Murray. Back to MP. Six to shoot. Lively pulls it down. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Nikola Jokic is out there with Johnson. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then it's MP. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And stolen by Jokic. Thompson against Hardaway. On the wing, MP. MP staying focused.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
The free throw drops from Murray. And Murray drops them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Here's Lively. Outside Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Kyrie! The jumper is good!
Yeah, with that skill level, it's not a surprise that Irving is having another great night.
MP. Oh, he dropped it straight in!
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Irving fires! Jokic with a rebound.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Bucket!
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Dallas leading by 6. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Jokic the screen. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
And in these moments, Jokic shines bright, commanding the rock in the clutch and stepping up.
Irving goes in, 11 feet out. Jokic with a rebound. Well, the Nuggets shooting about 56% in this one. The triple drops.
Big time stuff by MP, playing well beyond his years.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Here's Irving. Now Washington. Johnson. The three is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And they foul intentionally. Now, they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And does the pressure affect you? Nope, not that time. Not for players who practice these moments. Well executed.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Outside Irving.
To see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What's the best strategy for him?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled. Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Lively. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. We've got Cameron Johnson, Jamal Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's MP in at the small forward position. It's deflected, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Dallas ball.
Is in from 18.
That is just automatic. Irving is into his motion the second he has the basketball.
MP with it. Now Thompson defending. Jokic outside. Johnson outside. Here's MP. Now Jokic. Johnson outside. Clock at 4. MP fires. Target from downtown. Now Irving. He drills the wide open jumper.
Look, Kyrie Irving has the ball in his hands. You expect something special.
Johnson outside. Here's MP. Outside. He fires. Yes, sir. It's the jumper.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with a clutch.
And stolen by Murray. And Denver pushing it up now. MP lays it in easily.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage win.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Count it!
And throughout his career, Kyrie Irving has always stepped up when his team needed him.
MP high post. Here's Johnson. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Flag. The 11-footer. Rebounded by MP. Up top, Jokic. Johnson outside. Let's loose for three. Washington with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, no good. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. The pressure is mounting as they hope to take the lead.
Absolutely no room for error here.
Irving connects.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. And now they'll move on in the NBA Cup tournament to the West semifinals.
They've got their sights set on winning that cup this year. So far, so good. They just have to keep playing at a high level.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation.